So guys, welcome to my channel Selling Stock, and we have already departed from Singapore. This is my first voyage on this ship. I have joined from Singapore, and now we are proceeding towards our next port, that is the Tema. The port is located in Ghana, and I have checked the passage plan as you can see over here. This is our present position. We have crossed the Sumatra, Indonesia, and I'm going to show you our route, how we are going to proceed. So here was the route, previous route. It's already one day when we have sailed out from Singapore. So this is Singapore. You can see over here, this is Singapore. We have departed from Singapore and we've taken this route through the Malacca Strait, passing through North Channel. The TSS, you can call it TSS. TSS means Traffic Separation Scheme. So we have passed throughout the Malaysia, and then we are in the Malacca Strait, and our present position after passing this Sumatra Island. This is your Sumatra Island. We are here from the south of Andaman and Nicobar. You have heard India, you have heard this island, Andaman and Nicobar. So it is right here, you can see here. This is your Andaman and Nicobar Island, and we are just passing from here and going southwest. So our route will be, I'm going to show you our route from Singapore to Tema, how we will proceed. So we'll pass from here, we'll come southwest and in the Indian Ocean. After that we will pass here between Mauritius and Reunion. Here you have a Mauritius island and here you have Reunion. So we'll pass in between the Mauritius and Reunion. From the south of Madagascar Island, we will take a route to south of South Africa, that is passing from the Cape Town. And then as you can see here, we will pass straight towards the northwest, and then we will reach Ghana. This is our port, Tema. We will cover a distance of about 9,000 nautical miles, 18,000 kilometers approx, and then we will reach our next destination, that is Tema. Also, I have got a news regarding the weather report before proceeding to sea. We normally get a weather report from the subscribed agencies who are doing the weather routings. So they have told us that there is a cyclone developing very recently in the South Indian Ocean, which I am going to show you right now on my computer. So as of now, we have got the news that the cyclone, the name of the cyclone is 3SS03. They have named it, and it will pass from the South Indian Ocean and then it will go on this way. So this is the track on the 10 degree south and 85 degree east. So this is the track, you can see here, it has plotted from here and then it will proceed to west. So this is the cyclone. The speed of the wind showing here is 34 knots, okay, and gust up to 63 knots. So this is a very dense and active cyclone which is right now we will face in coming days. So you can see these are the dates are written over here. So presently we are here, and the location of the cyclone is somewhere here. So we are passing from top of that. The distance will be about 700 nautical miles or 600 nautical miles away from the cyclone. By the time we reach it, hopefully it will dissipate, it will go off. So we are just planned to go on top of this cyclone. There are a lot of chances that we will face the swell and wind. Presently this wind speed is about 20 to 25 knots, and we are still facing the swell. Now the engines are all full navigation mode, full ahead. We are going on sea speed. So according to the chart, the cyclone is somewhere here. You can see this is Sri Lanka and we are now here. So we will pass through this, passing between the Mauritius and Reunion. We'll go south of Madagascar from Cape Town and then northwest. So So I'm going to tell you what all precautions we are going to take and what I'm planning to take tomorrow, that I have to secure my ship for heavy weather. In rough weather, normally what we do, we inform all the officers, all the deck people, all the engine department and galley department that they have to secure their places. Like on deck, we secure all the loose materials, lashings and whatever equipments we have which is lying we are using on daily routine. We will secure them, make fast, tie them and put in one place so that it should not move during the rolling and pitching condition. First of all, this thing. Second thing, similarly I will inform to the galley department, that means our kitchen department, that they have to secure their utensils and stores to prevent any movement or falling of the items. And similarly we will inform our engine room that they have to secure all the materials which are loose in the workshop, in the engine room or anywhere wherever they are working. So once the securing is finished, what I have to do as a chief officer on board, I have to check my stability condition, trimming condition, ballast, deballast, all the tanks, all the weather tight, watertight doors are closed, and I have to make sure they are working properly and there is no breach in any way regarding the securing of the items. Next thing is, we have 4 cranes on this ship. So for cranes, we have to secure their hook, we have to secure their our crane and put extra lashing over there so that it should not shift here and there during the rolling and pitching time. Next thing is about the anchors. For anchors, we have to put extra lashing on anchors. We put the wire, we put chain cables and also the spurling pipe from where the chain is going inside the chain locker and the anchor which is going from the hose pipe. We have to secure that. And for purling pipe, what we have to do, we have to cover it by some metallic piece and then we put cement on top of that, so that if there is rolling and pitching and seawater is coming on the ship, it should not go inside the chain locker, otherwise flooding will happen. Okay, there will be lot of water inside the chain locker which will affect the stability of the ship. So we have to make sure that all the outside weather tight and watertight doors are closed and tight. There should be no opening remain from where the water can get inside or from where water can ingress inside our ship. So we have to make sure that. After this, engineers have to make sure that all the items which are present inside the steering gear room from where the vessel is steered, we have a special steering gear room which I will show you in the different video. So in that steering gear room there are a lot of items. They have to make sure everything is secure, nothing is loose from where something can fall down or some spillage can happen. So we have to make sure that it is secured also. Next thing is, all around the ships, on the main deck and everywhere, we should have our lifeline rigged. That means there is special type of rope which is made for us from forward to aft on both sides, port and starboard side, so that if somebody is going for any work, he must hold that railing. So that is called our lifeline. So that lifeline should be rigged from port side, from forward to aft, and on the starboard side also from forward to aft. After that, we should be ready to take the steering from autopilot to hand, because in heavy weather the autopilot will not work. The settings are not so good that the autopilot can steer our ship during a heavy weather. So what we have to do, we have to be ready to take the steering from auto to hand and we have to do the manual steering. So ABs have to be ready for that. And second thing, when we are steering on hand, we must run our 2 motors, 2 steering pumps. So we are provided with 2 pumps, one is number 1 and number 2. So we have to keep both of them running so that the steering can be good enough. And also sometimes when the heavy weather gets more worse, what we have to do, we have to reduce our speed to save our ship from the bad impact. When the waves come, they hit our ship, even they can break our gypsy, they can make or puncture our flares. So what we have to do, we have to avoid that impacting of the water from the ship. So once we prevent that, how we are going to prevent that? We have to reduce our speed to such a speed that the impact will be less. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. That's all for this video in a heavy weather, what we do normally. So see you guys. Please like, share and subscribe. Share this channel to most of your friends who like to join the Merchant Navy and who are willing to join in future Merchant Navy. They are trying to be a part of our team.